What's going on, people? I had to go out and get me some fish today, but I was thinking about this dream I had on last night. It's a quite disturbing dream. I tried to analyze the dream to figure out what it meant. I'm just gonna have to pray to the Most High to get some type of insight on what that dream means. Now, it's not really a dream that I would interpret as being something personal in my own life, just because of certain details that were in the dream. For example, I dreamt that I was attending an outside church service. It was like in a park. And in this dream, I fell asleep because I was bored. I was really bored. The service was extremely boring. I wasn't getting anything out of the service, so I felt myself like slumped over asleep. But then I woke up, okay? And maybe that waking up represents something. And people like to run with that and say like, well, you're waking up to the truth, right? I doubt that's what that means, but I was bored. But then it's like the young people started trying to do the best they can to run the service. It was like they were bored and they were trying to keep things going. And so they were like performing and singing without any type of instruments. They had nothing. They were just going freestyling. They were just freestyling, no music, no nothing. They were doing the best they can with what little or nothing they had. So then I got up and I started walking away from that service. And while I was walking past the people that were sitting in the congregation, although it's not a physical church, it was outside, they had chairs set up like they were in church. And so when I walked past it, the young people were like in the front, they were scattered. The older people were towards the back of this service. Every older person that was in that service was asleep. They were all slumped over, they were asleep, and the young people were the ones that were trying to keep it going with what little or nothing they had. This is the stranger part of this dream. So I left from this service, which was like in a backyard. It was in somebody's backyard. So when I walked out of this backyard and towards the front of this house, there was a dog. It was weird because the dog was cut in half, and the only part that was standing upright was the snoot, the head, and then half of the torso. In the back of the torso, it looked like it was gutted out, but it was on fire. So this dog, this half a dog, was burning. It was like the young people on that street were just being young people in this day and time. Whatever we define the young people as in this day and time, that's what they were being. They were being young people according to this age. And I saw the dog burning from like the inside back of the torso, because it was like someone took a saw and cut the dog in half. And the dog was just on flames. It was just burning from the inside out. So I walked past the dog and I looked at it, and I was looking at the young people around these kids, and I'm like, yo, who did this, man? And they were like just being young people according to this era. And so there was a young girl. I was getting ready to call 911, but I didn't have my phone with me. I was looking for my phone, but there was this little girl that went to touch the snoot of the dog, and the dog just kind of caved in and she fell forward on the dog, right? And the I guess one of the adults that was standing there picked the little girl up, quickly picked her up so she didn't catch on fire, picked her up, and her dress didn't burn, but it just had the smoke from like where she fell on the dog, right? But the weirdest thing, the dream gets weirder because then after she fell into the dog kind of collapsed and they pulled her out and was dusting her off. You could just see the smoke coming off of this little girl's dress. Then the dog turned into a truck, a pickup truck that was burnt or torched and burned from the inside out. It became a truck. And then I woke up. Now, I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I didn't eat anything before I went to bed. I was hungry, but I didn't eat anything before I went to bed. And I really didn't drink anything but just a little orange juice. Why I had that dream, I have no idea. I'm just going to have to pray and ask for insight on that dream. There's things in there that I somewhat understand. But then when it comes to the burning dog, the half a dog that was on fire from the inside out, and then it turned into a pickup truck, it makes no sense to me, right? So feedback and tell me what you think about that dream. Until next time, I'm fearless.